In the heart of Manchester, a revolution was brewing, orchestrated by a man with a vision. Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, a member of the Abu Dhabi royal family, Sheikh Mansour was not just another wealthy investor looking for a vanity project. No, he had a keen eye for football and the ambition to match. His investment strategy was clear: to create a footballing empire that would make waves across the globe. In 2008, Mansour's journey began with the acquisition of a club that needed a fresh start: Manchester City. The club, once overshadowed by their illustrious neighbors, was on the cusp of a transformation that would reposition them on the global stage. CFG's early vision was not just about buying top talent, but about creating a sustainable model of success, grounded in the local community and youth development. But Mansour's vision extended beyond the norm. He brought in a Moneyball approach to football, an emphasis on data-driven analysis and strategic player recruitment. This approach, inspired by baseball, was about finding undervalued talent and making smart investments. It was about seeing the potential in a player that others missed, about playing the long game, and about building a team that was greater than the sum of its parts. This philosophy guided CFG's operations, from the youth academy to the first team. It was not just about winning trophies, but about how those trophies were won. It was about creating a culture of success, a blueprint that could be replicated across the CFG network. It was about developing players who could compete at the highest level, who could adapt to different playing styles and cultures, who could become global ambassadors for the beautiful game. Under Mansour's guidance, CFG was poised to change the face of football. But this was just the beginning. The story of City Football Group was about to take an even more exciting turn. But the vision was larger than Manchester. It was a global dream. That's the sentiment that sparked the expansion of City Football Group's empire beyond the borders of England. As CFG began to spread its wings, it looked towards the bright lights and endless opportunities of New York City, acquiring New York City FC in 2013. But the empire didn't stop there. Down under, Melbourne City FC was added to the portfolio in 2014, extending CFG's influence to yet another continent. Acquiring clubs across the globe was more than just a show of financial might. It was a strategic move, a masterstroke of sorts. By owning clubs in different parts of the world, CFG created a network of interconnected clubs, a web that allowed them to easily move players around, offer them exposure to different football cultures, and develop them in ways that a single club simply couldn't. This was not just about buying clubs. It was about weaving a global tapestry of football talent, a pipeline of players ready to shine on the world stage. But why stop at player development? The interconnectedness of CFG's clubs also proved beneficial for the loan system. This network allowed CFG to loan out players to sister clubs, giving them valuable playing time and experience. It was a win-win situation. The parent club would have a place to nurture its young talents, and the sister clubs would gain access to promising players they might not otherwise be able to afford. Yet CFG's vision was not just about creating a network of clubs. It was about creating a dominant footballing force across multiple continents. This aspiration of global domination is reflected in CFG's continued investment in clubs around the world. From Montevideo City Torque in Uruguay to Mumbai City FC in India, CFG's empire now spans 4 continents and 10 clubs. It's an impressive feat, no doubt, but this expansion has not been without its challenges. CFG's rapid growth and financial clout have stirred up debates about the corporatization of football and the increasing gap between the haves and the have-nots. The question on everyone's lips is, can CFG's model of owning multiple clubs lead to a fair and competitive footballing landscape, or will it create a monopoly that stifles competition? As the saying goes, every empire has its day of reckoning. As CFG continues to expand, it must navigate the stormy waters of controversy and criticism. The empire was growing, but with growth comes scrutiny. Only time will tell if CFG's global dream will create a lasting footballing empire, or if it will become a cautionary tale of overreach. But one thing is certain, CFG has forever changed the face of football ownership. The game, as they say, will never be the same. Success on the field was undeniable, but off the field, the narrative was more complex. the City Football Group's various clubs have indeed seen their fair share of glory. From Manchester City's Premier League titles to Melbourne City's A-League triumphs, the trophy cabinets are brimming. But what's even more impressive is the manner in which these victories have been achieved. CFG's commitment to investing in top-tier talent, cutting-edge facilities, and youth development has created a winning culture across its network of clubs. Yet, CFG's success goes beyond the pitch. It's a financial powerhouse, a shining beacon in the world of football economics. The group's financial might is clearly seen in the transfer market. Record-breaking transfer fees are not uncommon for CFG's clubs, attracting world-class talent that was once unthinkable for some of these teams. Then there's infrastructure development. State-of-the-art training facilities, youth academies, and stadium improvements all form part of CFG's commitment to building a sustainable footballing future. But it's not all been rosy. CFG's financial model has attracted its fair share of criticism. Detractors argue that the group's wealth distorts the competitive balance, making it difficult for smaller clubs to compete. The model, they say, creates an uneven playing field, where only the richest can thrive. Then there's the concern about the homogenization of football. Some fear that CFG's global network of clubs could lead to a loss of individual club identity, as they all fall under the same corporate umbrella. Others point to potential conflicts of interest. With multiple clubs in different leagues, CFG's ownership can complicate player transfers and loans, especially when clubs in the same group face each other in competitions. Critics ask, is it fair? Is it healthy for the sport? Yet these criticisms do not diminish the impact CFG has had on football. The group has set new standards in club ownership and management, showing what's possible when ambition meets investment. It's redefined what it means to be a global footballing brand, connecting fans across continents through a shared love for the beautiful game. Moreover, CFG's impact can also be seen in how it's influenced other clubs and owners. The group's success has led to a new wave of investment in football, with more and more owners looking to replicate CFG's global network model. This has sparked a broader conversation about the future of football ownership. Despite the controversy, CFG's influence on football was indisputable. The trophies, the financial power, the global network of clubs, these are all testament to a footballing empire that has left an indelible mark on the sport. But as with any empire, questions persist. Can it sustain its success? Will it adapt to evolving challenges? Only time will reveal the answers. Can a football empire sustain its success? And at what cost? The question hangs in the air, pregnant with possibilities. The future of City Football Group teeters on the edge of a knife, balanced between continued dominance and potential pitfalls. The challenges are manifold. Maintaining a network of clubs across continents, each with its own unique needs and intricacies, is no small feat. The pressure to consistently perform at the highest level, to continue finding and nurturing talent, and to stay ahead of the curve in a rapidly evolving sport are all hurdles CFG must leap over. Yet, the influence of CFG extends beyond the pitch. Their model of club ownership, with its global network and data-driven strategies, could redefine the landscape of football. CFG's empire might not only shape the future of the sport, but also the culture of its fans worldwide. Only time will tell if CFG's empire will stand the test of time. The story of CFG is a tale of ambition, strategy, and controversy. It's a narrative that has reshaped the landscape of the beautiful game. The saga of the City Football Group is a testament to the power of vision and innovation, an impressive testament to the notion that football, like many other aspects of life, is not immune to the forces of globalization and the pull of big data. In the span of a few short years, CFG has transformed from a relatively unknown entity into a global force in the world of football. This rise has not been without its share of controversy and criticism, but it has also been marked by undeniable success. CFG's clubs have enjoyed on-field triumphs, lifted trophies, and seen their fan bases expand across continents. The mastermind behind this growth is Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan. His ambitious vision and strategic investment have been the driving forces behind CFG's rise. From the initial acquisition of Manchester City, Mansour's blueprint for success was clear. He aimed to build a footballing empire that spanned the globe, focusing on strategic player recruitment and a data-driven approach that has come to be known as the Moneyball strategy. This approach, while controversial in some circles, has yielded significant results. Manchester City's transformation from a mid-table Premier League club into a perennial contender for the title is a testament to the effectiveness of this strategy. The club's success has served as the foundation upon which the CFG empire has been built. But CFG's ambitions extended far beyond the borders of Manchester. The group has expanded its reach to include clubs in the United States, Australia, and beyond. Each new acquisition has added another piece to the CFG puzzle, creating a network of interconnected clubs that benefits player development and loan systems. This network has also brought with it considerable financial power. CFG's clubs have been able to leverage their collective strength to secure lucrative transfer deals and invest in infrastructure development. This financial might, however, has not been without its share of controversy. Criticisms of CFG's financial model and its potential negative effects on smaller clubs have been persistent. Despite these criticisms, the impact of CFG on the world of football cannot be denied. The group's clubs have won trophies, drawn in fans, and reshaped the landscape of football ownership. This success, however, does not guarantee a future free from challenges. Maintaining long-term dominance in a sport as unpredictable as football is no easy task. CFG will need to navigate the challenges of maintaining its success, dealing with criticism, and adapting to the ever-changing landscape of football. Beyond the on-field challenges, CFG's influence could also reshape the global landscape of football ownership and fan culture. As we look to the future, several questions remain. Can CFG continue to build upon its success? How will the group navigate the inevitable challenges that lie ahead? And perhaps most importantly, does CFG represent the future of football ownership? As we watch this empire continue to evolve, we are left wondering, does CFG represent the future of football ownership?